Hello and welcome to the GBC Productions channel. This is episode 119. In this video, I'll be taking apart the Lexicon Omega. In the previous video, I took apart a Lexicon Lambda. The Lambda is a 4-input, 2-channel USB audio interface, whereas the Omega is a 6-input, 4-channel interface. 2 microphone and 4 line inputs. A lot of the operations and features are the same. It still has the mono stereo monitor switches for all 6 inputs. One of the main differences is the assign button. So microphones 1 and 2 can be assigned to channel 1 and 2 or channel 3 and 4. Same thing with the line inputs. So line input 1 and 2 are not specific to channel 1 and 2. Now onto the meter. It can either monitor channels 1 and 2 or channels 3 and 4. This button on the bottom is for SPDIF assign. I don't have anything that uses that. The only other real difference on the front here is the headphone jack is a 1/4 inch rather than an 1/8 inch. And there's a little bit of rust around this. This did survive a flood several years ago, but we're not going to talk about that. Onto the back, we've got line inputs 1 through 4, the 2 microphone inputs, 2 line outputs, MIDI in and out. Here's the SPDIF input-output. And these 2 are for inserts, USB connector, and this requires an external power supply, unlike the Lambda, which is USB powered. I'll go ahead and get the screws out, and I'll be right back. I'll pop the front panel off here, and carefully get the cover off. This cover does not come apart into 2 pieces like on the previous one. It's glued together. Now the next step is I'm going to remove all the circuit boards from the frame. I'm going to pause and I will be right back. I got everything undone. 2 things that I forgot to point out earlier is that this also has the 48-volt phantom power, but this also has a 20 decibel pad for each microphone. Anyway, I've got all the screws out of the back and all the retaining nuts out, so these boards should come right out. And this frame also has a good amount of weight to it. You can see the weights right here. And that's all metal. Here's a sticker on the bottom. Now, I'll get this front plastic trim off, and then we'll get a look at all the boards at once. I just have to pull the screws off the back here and pull all the knobs off the front. Alright, I got the front panel off, and just like on the other one, it's painted black around where the level meter is. There's also some staining from the corrosion. So here's the front circuit board. Get a little closer look here. Now the assign buttons are momentary, and the monitor button is latching. There's a side view showing it latches. And here's the bottom board where the headphone and instrument jacks are. Here the headphone jack is a 1/4 inch. And so is the instrument jack, just like on the other unit. The back of the board doesn't have any components on it. The ground wire seems to be quite a bit different. It's a thinner wire, and it goes over here to a ground plane, whereas on the Lambda it went straight to the chassis. Here's the main board, and the 3 conductor connectors, tip ring sleeve. Here's the back side. and the switches for the pads and phantom power. And the last board is right here. Let me get a grip on things. We'll get a look on this side here first. And now this side. And then the back of the board. Looks like they got some large areas for heat dissipation. It does get warm, and it does not shut down when you turn off the computer. It'll actually go into a standby mode. Now, a couple things I didn't talk about in this video are the monitor mix and output level. I went over those in the previous video. So that's what's inside the Omega. Don't forget to subscribe for more, mash that like button, and comment below. Until next time, this is Uncle D from GBC Productions, signing off.